I was only joking wargaming when in my previous news episode about Object 726 I said, now I have seen everything, what next? Maybe Object 279. I was only joking, but it turns out this beast, this UFO looking vehicle aka Warrior of the Apocalypse, is actually in the game. It has its HD model, it has vehicle characteristics like constats, mobility, everything. This vehicle is actually ready to be released, but luckily Wargaming, at least for now, is not planning to release it for public use. It is only being tested in some closed internal tests at Wargaming office, and as they said, it is not being planned to be released in the game. But I am still able to show you some in-game pictures about Object 279 vehicle characteristics and maybe some video footage as well. We'll see. Plus, I have some other topics in today's episode, for example, changes to the Chimera. That is a potential reward vehicle for personal missions 2.0, a tier 8 British medium tank with an iconic 490 alpha damage. That is already getting nerfed. Yeah. So let's take a look at the second version of Chimera. And without further ado, let's jump right into the action. And of course, at first let's start with Object 279, because this is our main guest today. I was seriously joking in my previous news episode when I said, what next? 726, Object 726 is ridiculous enough, but I think 726 makes it into the game, as I said in my previous episode, where I was simply speculating that maybe 726 is going to be that ultimate reward vehicle, top of the top reward vehicle for personal missions 2.0. Same goes to the Excalibur and Chimera. All are potential reward vehicles, and I think 726 makes it into the top, simply because it doesn't fit into anywhere else. Now, 726 was ridiculous enough, but this thing, guys, believe me, you are going to burst into laugh when you see hull armor stats combined with this armor shape. Look at those pictures. This vehicle is everything. It can float, it can fly, I'm pretty sure it can fly, and it can withstand nuclear blast, because this is why this vehicle was designed like that. If I am not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it simply looks ridiculous. Beautiful screenshots, by the way. Thank you so much to the tailybounce.net blog and to Milky Man. Milky Man is the man, as always. 3D model, those beautiful HD pictures, and I was able to find many HD pictures from vk.com as well, What Express, Russian news site. So a lot of shoutouts in today's episode, but as always, links are in the description where I get my information from, as always. And by the way, did you know one quick fun fact for you? This tank is available on Armored Warfare, so if you would like to test it out, go play Armored Warfare. But hopefully it is not going to be available in World of Tanks, unless there is some special event. Once again, before I'm going to show you stats, I have to say, all the vehicle characteristics are from the closed internal test. This vehicle is not planned to be released to the game to the public use. Just keep that in mind, and once again, do not hit me, I am a simple messenger. Please, because I know how mad some of you can be. For obvious reasons, I understand that, but just do not kill me. So let's take a look at vehicle stats, and let's start with survivability. Hit points 2150. Okay, so far everything is okay and pretty average. Hull armor 310 millimeters thick. 214 on the sides and 100 in the rear. Now 310 millimeters in the front, 214 on the sides, combined with that hull shape. Just imagine this tank in nowadays World of Tanks, in 357 matchmaking versus, I don't know, KV4s versus Tiger 2s. Wargaming, I actually have one super awesome idea. Release only one vehicle. Ship to nuts. Z at the end is the account. Only one vehicle. Ship to Nuts is the account. Please write it down. I am going to make it easy for you. I am going to put my username on the screen. So, thank you. Much love. Hashtag much love. But moving on. Turret armor 305, 217 on the sides and 90 in the rear. So turret is like any other Soviet Russian turret, but this hull armor combined with hull shape is just out from this world. But moving on, because we are not done laughing yet, guys. Let's talk about the firepower. Penetration 313 millimeters with regular rounds. 390 with the premium rounds and 65 with HE. Damage, glad you asked, 490. Reload time, under 10 seconds. Yes, under 10 seconds. Rate of fire, 6.26 rounds per minute equals 3066 damage per minute. Gun handling, accuracy 0.34 rounded up, aiming time 1.44 seconds. 490 alpha damage, 1.44 second aiming time, ladies and gents. Gun elevation gun depression minus 5 degrees, gun elevation 17 degrees. Not bad at all. Next up, let's talk about mobility. Turret traverse speed 26.1 degrees per second, hull traverse speed 40 degrees per second, and this vehicle would be 60 tons heavy vehicle with 1000 horsepower engine, so mobility is nothing special, actually. 16.82 horsepower per ton specific power, top speed 55 and 20, so quite average, but the resistance numbers are really good, so overall mobility I can say is above average, but nothing too crazy. On paper at least, if we do not count in the fact that most likely it can fly and float, otherwise average mobility. And finally, view range 400 meters, which is once again average. So ladies and gentlemen, Object 279. With the most ridiculous survivability and firepower I have ever seen, but once again it is for the internal testing. I wonder what they're testing out with this vehicle. I really do hope that they're not testing out new premium heavy tanks with this penetration 13 millimeters of penetration, and they're testing out tier 8 premium heavy tanks armor with it. And I also hope they're not using it as a practice dummy for new premium tanks to see if they are able to penetrate it. I wonder how much penetration you need to penetrate this much armor under this kind of angle on flat ground. You can penetrate it from up above, but even to do that you need to go through 310 millimeters of armor. This is no joke, guys. So 279, let me know what you think about this beast. Luckily it is not planned to be released to the game, I cannot state that enough. But as always, even when I have said it like 10 times already, there are still going to be people who didn't hear it and who go mad over it. Well, what can I do, right? But it is time to move on into the next topic. But before I do that, quick hashtag sellout action. My Supreme styled Heshgasm design is available for only, yes, this one, is available for only 2 more days, and after that it is never coming back. So if you would like to grab yourself 1 or maybe 2 while supporting me a little bit, then link is in the description as always. I have different colors and different products over there. Go check it out. But now let's continue with our episode, and let's take a look at what Wargaming T2 Chimera in its second version. Now at first I remember they said something about this iconic alpha damage. They said that most definitely there are going to be some tunings here and there with this vehicle, but they would like to keep its uncharacteristically high alpha damage. And yes, this vehicle had 490 alpha damage at first, if you didn't know that. On a tier 8 medium tank, this is pretty crazy indeed. But I guess due to a lot of feedback from the community and maybe from some testing action as well, they still went ahead and nerfed it by 50 points. So new alpha damage 440 at the moment at least. And the HE or Hesh was also nerfed by 100 points. Now reload time extra 1.05 seconds on the top of the reload time, rate of fire equals minus 0.33, and the new new DPM is 367 damage per minute lower, so under 2000 DPM, just to balance it with a lot of other tier 8 premium medium tanks and heavy tanks, I guess. Gun handling wise, aiming time plus 0.38 seconds on the aiming time, so 2.78 now. That is not so much better anymore than on T-34-3, for example, and some other gun handling soft stats were nerfed a bit, besides aiming circle spread on vehicle full speed traversing. That was buffed a bit, but same goes to the turret traverse speed and hull traverse speed that are both around 6 degrees per second slower. Under mobility we can see that engine lost 140 horsepower, so that means specific power is also weaker and now close to 16 horsepower per ton. And that is it, a new second version of Chimera. What do you think about this vehicle now? I remember seeing a lot of comments where you guys said that the previous version was just crazy OP. In my opinion, yes, it was really strong, but it was super different at the same time. And I would say previously it looked more like a tier 8 tank destroyer, not a medium tank. So now, what do you think? What do you think about this vehicle now? And of course, what do you think about 279? Where would you put it? Into tier 11 or into tier 12? Together with modern vehicles. Let me know. So this was my today's news episode. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, thumbs down button is for that. Subscribe for more action. As always, check out my Beast Mode Care store, and I catch you in my next episode with something else. Stay awesome, take care, and lights out. Bye.